Buddhist symbols and their meanings. Ashtamangla or 8 auspicious signs. Mahayana and Vajrayana Buddhist frequently use a particular set of 8 auspicious symbols which are called Ashtamangla. It is also believed that these were the things the gods offered Buddha at the time of Nirvana. Now these symbols are widely spread all around the world. 1. The Lotus Flower. The lotus has been used in many Buddhist teachings to clarify the real nature of mankind. As you can see that the roots of the lotus plant are stuck deep in the mud, but it grows above the muddy water and finally blossoms into a sweet fresh-smelling flower. It is a representation and lesson to how we rise from worldly mud, suffering, to finally reach enlightenment. It is also the representation of original purity of the body, speech and mind, floating on the murky waters of cravings and attachments. It is also a sign of full blossoming of wholesome deeds and blissful liberation. Sometimes lotus flower on a temple bell can be seen. This is to indicate that someone floating on waters of desires should wake up to cleanse his body, mind and speech. Different colored lotus flowers mean different things. White means mental purity. Pink means traditional Buddha. Purple is used for mysticism. Red means love and compassion. Blue means wisdom. 2. Dhamma Chakka. The 8-spoked wheel is the traditional symbol of Buddhism. It is called Dhamma Chakka or Dharma Chakra, meaning wheel of Dharma or religion. Tibetan term for this symbol means the wheel of transformation. For full explanation about the wheel of Dhamma, you can watch our separate video on this topic. 3. Eternal or endless knot. It is also called mandala. It is the representation of eternal harmony. The intertwining of lines in the eternal knot symbolizes how everything is connected. It also represents how religion and daily worldly affairs are interconnected. The representation of inseparability of emptiness and dependent arising at the time of path and finally at the time of enlightenment, the complete union of wisdom and great compassion. 4. 2 golden fish. In the old times, pair of fish was used to represent Ganges and Yamuna rivers. They are also a symbol of luck and fortune. In Buddhist sense, they are symbols of courage and fearlessness. No danger of drowning in the river of suffering and migrating from place to place freely as pleased, like a fish which swims freely in deep water without any fear. It also represents interrelations, happiness and freedom. 5. The victory banner. In Buddhism, Mara is the synonym for lust, desire, hatred and all bad qualities. Thus this symbol reminds the mankind of the incident when Buddha defeated Mara in the battle for nirvana. Victory banner also represents the teaching that one must overcome his lust and pride to reach enlightenment and be victorious like Buddha. In ancient times it was called Vajra banner. It was a military standard for warfare. Later on, this became the symbol of Kamadeva, Vedic god for love and desire, taking the name of Maharadvaja. Many variations of the Dvaja's design can be seen on the roofs of Tibetan monasteries to symbolize the Buddha's victory over 4 Maras. 6. The Conch Shell. The large conch shell has been used in many countries as a battle horn. In fact, we can clearly see its use in many religious traditions like Hinduism. In this aspect, one is reminded of his battle with Mara. In Buddhism, the white conch shell that has right spirals means deep and joyful tone of Dharma. It is the sign of awakening of the disciples when they hear Buddha's teachings. It is also a sign of rousing of the listeners from slumber of ignorance. The conch shell is also a representation of Buddha's thoughts. 7. The Treasure Vase. In day-to-day life, vases are a sign of beauty, wealth and prosperity. The treasure vase or urn of wisdom represents inexhaustible wisdom, prosperity, longevity, health and all best blessings attached with enlightenment. It is also a metaphor for space phenomena. 8. The Parasol. The parasol or umbrella, chhatra or chata, is used for protection from elements like sun or the rain. In Buddhism, it means protection from suffering and from the dark forces of evil. The parasol also provides cool shade of Buddha's teachings. So friends, give a thumbs up if you liked the video. Share it with the people you care about. Comment if you have any suggestions. Finally, thanks for watching and your precious time.